phase may be unfolding in the Black Sea. Russia now claims it isn't just striking Ukrainian ports, it is hunting the entire maritime supply chain that keeps Ukraine's military running. From cargo ships sailing offshore to unloading terminals, repair facilities, and logistics hubs, Moscow says its forces are systematically targeting what it describes as infrastructure supporting the Ukrainian armed forces. If these claims reflect an operational shift, the Black Sea is no longer just a transit route for supplies. It is becoming an active battlefield for military logistics. According to the Russian Ministry of Defense, strikes carried out on the evening of August 3rd targeted multiple locations across Ukraine's southern coastline. Moscow claims a plant and a port terminal in Chornomorsk were hit because they were allegedly being used to repair military vehicles and store ammunition and fuel. It also says dry cargo ships in the ports of Mykolaiv and Yuzhny were struck while carrying or unloading military cargo. Beyond the ports, Russia further claims that 2 cargo ships south of Odesa were hit while transporting weapons and military equipment to Ukrainian ports. These claims have not been independently verified. What makes these claims significant is not just the number of reported strikes, but the pattern they reveal. Instead of describing isolated attacks on individual targets, Russia is portraying a campaign against every stage of Ukraine's maritime logistics chain. The claimed targets include ships at sea, vessels unloading in port, cargo terminals, storage facilities, and repair sites. Taken together, the message from Moscow is that it intends to disrupt military supplies before they can move inland to support Ukrainian forces on the battlefield. This also reinforces a narrative Russia has pushed for months, that parts of Ukraine's commercial port infrastructure have become legitimate military targets because they are allegedly being used for military purposes. By repeatedly referring to military cargo, weapons, ammunition, and repair facilities, Moscow is attempting to justify strikes on infrastructure that would otherwise be viewed as civilian. If this approach continues, it could signal a broader effort to pressure Ukraine's maritime supply routes and increase the risks facing cargo traffic in the Black Sea. Whether this marks the beginning of a sustained campaign will become clearer in the coming days, but the latest Russian statements suggest a wider focus than previous port strikes. Rather than concentrating only on cities or frontline positions, Moscow is claiming to target the entire logistics network that moves military equipment from the Black Sea to Ukrainian forces. Ukraine has not confirmed Russia's version of events, and the reported targets and damage remain subject to independent verification. However, if these attacks continue, the Black Sea could become an even more critical front in the battle over Ukraine's military supply lines. Russia has opened a sweeping multi-front offensive, tightening its grip in Kharkov. As per Russian Defense Ministry claims, forces have established control over Mykolaiv and Ustinovka after intensive operations. Simultaneously, Ukrainian brigades across Kharkov and Sumy regions have come under sustained strikes, signaling a widening battlefield where pressure is being applied with precision and pace. The battlefield tempo is accelerating. According to Russian Defense Ministry updates, coordinated strikes have targeted multiple Ukrainian mechanized and airmobile brigades near Lipsy, Kazachye Lopan, and Stepovoy. This reflects a strategy of continuous engagement, where frontline units are being hit across sectors, limiting regrouping space and forcing defensive dispersion along the northern axis. In Donetsk, the pressure is intensifying. As per official claims, Russian forces are advancing into more advantageous positions near Krasny Liman, Svyatogorsk, and Slavyansk. Multiple brigades, including assault and marine units, are reported to be under fire. The pattern suggests sustained attrition, with operations designed to stretch Ukrainian formations across key logistical and defensive corridors. Southern sectors are also seeing deeper engagements. Russian Defense Ministry reports indicate continued advances in Zaporozhye, with Vostok Group pushing into defensive depth near Zelenoye and Novoye Pole. Parallel strikes by the Dnieper Group around Orakov and Novoandreyevka highlight a coordinated southern thrust, maintaining pressure across multiple operational layers. Beyond the front line, long-range strikes are shaping the battlefield. As per claims, aviation, drones, and artillery have hit logistics hubs, energy infrastructure, and UAV production sites across 151 locations. Air defense systems are reported to have intercepted guided bombs, HIMARS projectiles, and hundreds of drones, pointing to a high-intensity aerial contest. In numeric terms, the Russian Defense Ministry claims significant battlefield impact. Over 1,295 Ukrainian troops neutralized across sectors, multiple armored fighting vehicles destroyed, and more than 110 motor vehicles eliminated. Additionally, artillery systems, electronic warfare stations, Israeli-made radars, 7 guided bombs, 5 HIMARS projectiles, and 651 UAVs were reportedly neutralized, reflecting the scale of ongoing operations.